What's up, Attacker Squad? It's your boy Roman, aka Mr. Enemy 343, and today, just to let you guys know, I'm only going to be doing one live stream today until Saturday. So the second live stream is going to be postponed until Saturday. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to be working tomorrow because I got the Jimmy Buffett concert going on, and let's see if we got a guest. Hold on.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess you're lucky then, because I think that's when Shadow has a vacation thing, so we can't do D&D sessions this week.
Yeah, and I got to work tomorrow because apparently
Hmm.
there's a Jimmy Buffett concert going on the waterfront at Bangor. So
Yeah,
that's going to be a little bit busy.
I recently watched episode 1 of season 2, Hell of a Boss, and I'm glad Stoll is basically poor Stella a new one, but I was so hoping he'd have slapped her upside the head. This would be a case for me where I'd say, Stolas did nothing wrong. This bitch was an abusive whore.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
The, also, with how much she insulted Stolas, it's no wonder Stolas is like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking imp. I'm gonna cheat on my wife and I'm gonna fucking imp. When she And before this episode, I was like, okay, yeah, cheating sucks, but being abusive is not going to make it better. You're just going to drive him further into Blitz's arms. And then you see her say, I'm glad I finally had an egg fall out of me so I could stop pretending to want to fuck him. I'm like, do you even love your daughter, bitch? Because I'm glad she's 17. Because if 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 divorce in hell is anything like America, I guarantee she's gonna choose to stay with Stolas instead of that bitch.
Cock-a-doodle pussy!
Adio, what's up?
Hey, also, gee, I heard the last thing that you said when I got in here. And yes, first off, that episode was great. I'm glad that we did get a little bit of insight, history on Stodus. And all I gotta say is, to the people who are saying that Stodus was in the wrong or whatever, nah, fam.
No.
Nah.
After you see how Stella treats him, Stella is now the example of why it's okay to cheat, in my opinion. Because if you're treating your significant other like that, don't be surprised if they find love in the arms of someone who doesn't treat them like complete and utter shit.
Yeah, because I mean, all she was doing was just laying it on him how pathetic he is, how much he sucks, how much of a
How
like
glad she was she finally dropped an egg so she could stop pretending to want to fuck him. And it's like,
I
do you even love your daughter? Hell, considering she takes more after Stolas in appearance, I'm kind of worried what she would do to poor Octavia.
and not just that, but another thing to also note is if you remember the one, I forgot which episode. I think it was episode 2, where they went to the circus, but there's like the little flashback where
Yeah,
Octavia was.
she had a nightmare and she's crying for her parents. And Stolas is like, Via's awake. And Stella's like, just ignore her. And Stella's, unlike Stella, was a good parent and went to make sure Octavia was okay.
Not just that, but I also want to throw out some props for Vivzy because 9 times out of 10 it's usually the father who is a deadbeat piece of shit, but yet here Vivzy is like, nah, you know what? It's also the woman who can be a piece of shit, and Stella
Yeah.
deserves the trophy of biggest bitch ever.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give Blitz this. Blitz, Blitz could have been like, "Oh, look, a monkey," and tried to escape, but he actually had the courtesy to say, "I'm sorry, I fucked your husband" before leaving. He didn't have
Yeah.
to do that. He was polite to let her know, I fucked your husband. I'm sorry about it. I'll leave you and him to talk about this.
Yeah, and I absolutely loved when he Stolas was just so glad. It's like, this is a divorce.
That is the sound of a fucking divorce.
Yes, that was a 10 out of 10. Like, I literally applauded because nah, no one should have to stick around with such trash like that.
Hell, I
What
don't
are
even.
y'all talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Hell of a Boss. You'll have to watch it
But
to get in.
anyway, but
Yeah.
anyway, back to the point that I was trying to make. It turns out I've actually had a pretty fucking weird ass week going on.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Not
someone
gonna have
actually.
blood orgies, are you, Mr. Anime?
No. Someone actually called me the freaking P word on fucking Twitter.
Oh, well, to be fair,
Odd,
Twitter, so it's
odd.
not your
Today is
life.
Monday, not Tuesday.
Ha 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 ha. But
Yeah,
no,
like I
In
said,
other words, Mr. A, at this point, it's not surprising some little dickweed doesn't understand what a pedo is.
yeah, and this is actually coming from someone called Brandon Martinez, aka Konosuke7.
yeah, no, I'm sorry, that's just little dick energy, and I guarantee you they are self-projecting.
Basically, if you had to censor this guy's dick with a banana, it would be a plantain.
Ooh.
Mm.
Banana for scale, a plantain banana.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ouch. That is
That
such a.
that has gotta fucking hurt.
That was. Ooh, that's a burn. That is a burn.
Hello.
Hey, Senna.
Hey, Cerno.
Hold on. I
Hi.
gotta freaking send Shiny a link, so I'll be right back.
Okay. But hey, Senna, you did watch the latest episode or video, rather, of Hell of a Boss, didn't you? Okay.
hmm What?
Hell of a Boss.
What video?
Again, Hell of a Boss is a YouTube series, whereas it has been Hotel by the same creator of Hell of a Boss is on HBO Max. Which again, I'm calling bullshit on that record label. They didn't make a peep about her music video she made using "We're Gonna Die Young" until after HBO Max is like, "Hey, you want to run your show on our thing?" Not a peep. And the minute she got an offer from a streaming service, it's like, "Hey, where's our money? Money, you used our song without our permission." Didn't even monetize the damn thing, and they're suing her. Fuck that record label.
Which record label? This is why I support copyright reform.
Whoever.
There should be no lawsuits until at least $1 of actual damages is done. They shouldn't be able to just say, "Oh, you used our song, even though you didn't make any money off it, even though we probably wouldn't have licensed it at all. We're
Not
still
to
going to sue
mention
you."
the music video is her original work, so it's not like she just reposted a music video or something.
Yeah, we need some copyright reform, definitely.
Yeah, copyright reforms need to happen. You know about Next Ton Music? It's kind of like ruining a lot of stuff with the Let's Play games. Like what happened to me is when I do my Let's Play of Little Witch Academia, what happened is I keep getting copyright notification claims from that company.
Well, that was the cool thing about the people who made the game The Quarry. They knew that streamers could get in trouble with some of the music, so they made a copyright-free score for streamers to play.
Honestly, I think these companies need to stand up and say, "We're not going to license your music unless you allow us to sub-license it to the streamers."
That's
Also,
the big issue with the whole music and YouTube videos and stuff like that, because you have to be extremely careful, which is why I don't bother with having any music in the background or any kind of, I guess you could say, licensed music.
Okay,
I think that yeah, I think that copyright has, I think the whole licensing thing, it's becoming just it's becoming a problem. I think it's
And the
becoming
whole
to the
thing,
where it's rent seeking by these record labels, and I think it's time that that we stop. Like, I think they should have to prove at least $1 of actual damages before they can get the statutory damages. That would put a stop to a lot of this. That would even
Yeah.
put a stop to like Acer Thorn, for example.
Also, guys, I just actually got a package today, so here's some of the things I've actually got through
All right,
Great Stuff Anime,
Nice.
that's good.
and I also got this. If Matt was around,
Nice.
Ooh,
That's
that one's
nice.
good. That
yeah,
one is
and this
good.
one might be a little bit controversial because the freaking mangaka was actually a lot of people was saying that the mangaka for this series here actually made like loli stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had to look it up. It's a Kesha song.
Uh huh.
But what's the label?
Yeah, like I said, I had to look it up. It's a Kesha song. RCA Kimosabe.
That's a big legacy industry player.
And let me
I
tell you
don't give
this.
a damn though. If
Yeah, I know,
they
but
had
what I'm saying is artists need to stop going to these fucking labels in the first place.
I mean, I could get it. Vivzy decided, you know what? I'm getting views, so I'm going to monetize it. In that case, you have a case. But
And here's the other thing I'm gonna say that these music labels basically they just made these you know how the whole situation with Raging Golden Eagle said about the mafia, I could
Yep,
say.
back when they were the RIAA, MPAA, people called them the Music and Films Industry Association of America, like MAFIAA, because mafia.
Yeah.
That's an acronym people made, and that they were trying to wreck the internet ever since the 2000s. They were just trying to wreck the internet. They're trying to regulate
I
it
saw
more
your
and
post
more.
there, Shadow, and I really appreciate that. And
And the
also,
point,
thank you, Car Carson. Basically, I'm still drinking that freaking Red Bull that I actually had to do with my Astolfo documentary review.
yeah.
Oh,
And
anyway,
here,
but
I think that
anyway, my point is, it'd be one thing if she was monetizing it, and it would be one thing if it was the actual music video. But
Yeah.
I'll send Mr. A the link to post in the chat room here, because if I try to go and get it, I'll get booted out of here. But she made her own art to the song, didn't monetize it, and now they're suing her, which not a fucking peep until she got an offer from HBO Max to have Has Been Hotel on the streaming service. Then
honestly, this is why I believe in citizen ownership of weapons, because
Yeah.
honestly, this is tyranny. It's tyranny with what
And
these companies are doing, and I think having a rally, I think people need to start protesting.
yeah.
Because and the reason why I say that is because this tyranny is going to spread. I mean, the copyright is becoming like, it's
But
not just like creative works. A lot of times, your own devices, like your phone, your tablet,
yeah.
your everything. The
And let me
reason
tell
why you're not allowed for example, to jailbreaking your iPhone is only legal because the government says so. A bureaucrats say so. And if it wasn't for the Copyright Office's rulemaking and stuff like that, which they do every 3 years,
I said,
like jailbreaking your iPhone would be illegal,
I
and
sent you
because of
the link,
copyright,
Mr. A. Can you post it in the chat here so everyone can see it?
it's corporate control, and it's just stupid.
and let me tell you this whole copyright situation is a keystone of censorship and part of this New World Order Great Reset crap, to be honest.
Yeah,
yeah, they're
and
really weird about it. They're very weird about it. Like, I remember Chris Ray guy, and he did a video where he used a song he made up. Some company copyrighted a song he made up. They still,
that sounds like copy fraud.
or it was either him or someone else, but someone made a song. They used it in the YouTube video, and some company or label or whatever the fuck, they copyrighted him over it.
Well,
Yeah, this is why and,
well,
and
I got to give Seth MacFarlane this because he used a video for a video game glitch in an episode of Family Guy that he got off of YouTube. He went to YouTube and said, "Hey, this isn't my thing. I just used it for an episode. Why the fuck are you copyright striking this guy that I used his video from?" And YouTube reversed it. So we got to give Seth that at least. He could have been like, "Not my problem."
Yeah, I mean, despite any negative thing that
and here's the thing. I think if I honestly their conduct they should have looked and said, okay, the video that okay, if a video was published before
I think
that episode was even conceived of, they didn't even look at the upload date of the video and figure it out themselves.
I think at the time when it happened, the video had been out 2 years before that episode.
Exactly. So if you looked at the date that it was uploaded, you'd say, okay, this was made way before this episode was even conceived of. So how could you say that person infringed on Seth MacFarlane's copyright when it was 2 years before? It should be obvious then that it's actually Seth MacFarlane that violated the copyright of that guy.
Yeah, but again, we got to give Seth this. At least he did the right thing and said, "Hey, look, I just used it for an episode because I thought it'd be funny. This is not my video. Don't do this to this guy."
Well, of course he did. Seth MacFarlane, like, he has faults, but he's not a piece of shit as far as I know. So
yeah, but here's the thing though. Technically, I think that that guy could have probably sued Seth MacFarlane if he had the money to.
There's also that to consider.
Also, Mr. A posted the link to the video I was talking about that pisses me off. And people who kept complaining to Vivzy for taking so long to post the newest episode of Hell of a Boss. Well, why don't you find the asshole who copyright struck Vivzy for a music video that is within copyright laws for her of fair use? That's the reason why it took so fucking long. She had to deal with law problems. But no, we're just going to complain to poor Vivzy about, I don't want to wait this long for a new episode. You promised
RCA Records. RCA should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah.
Of course. That name sounds familiar. Like, it sounds like a company that screws with people on the regular.
This is why I can say the copyright icon's basically the new Nazi symbol.
No, it's the new Comics Code Authority, basically. Only worse.
Yeah, the thing about copyright is that it's basically how the censor it's basically how censorship works as far as international content.
Yeah, well,
because
I'm calling bullshit because
okay, it's because honestly, Japan needs to stop getting a stick up their ass and stop trying to control distribution. You know, the problem with the reason why piracy even exists of anime content is because people are getting around censorship. I think Japan needs to realize that that's the reason why there's so much piracy of anime content, and that most pirates that a lot of the pirates wouldn't even be there if it wouldn't be pirating if people got what they wanted from from legal sites.
I'll be honest, if I didn't have to deal with Funimation trying to change shit, or in the case of Interspecies Reviewer, hide it outright, I wouldn't have to pirate shit. I had to pirate Interspecies Reviewer just so I could watch it because Funimation was like, "Oh, this isn't what we're used to." I'm like, "But this isn't what we mean and stuff." I'm like, Dragon Maid?
Honestly, Funimation should not have any right to file takedowns. Even though they have the license, they should not be able to file any takedowns if they're not using it. I think that we need to put you either use it or lose it clause when it comes to licensing foreign products, because if there was a you use it or lose it, Funimation would have automatically lost the license and then they could have given it to someone else. That's what I think that the Japanese companies could do this if they put it in their contracts.
What pisses me off is they basically said this does not meet Funimation standards, and I'm like, I can name a fuckload of animes that would basically fall under that role as well. You
Yes.
just don't want to accept that fucking Karens who can't accept that maybe they should watch what their kids fucking watch, and maybe put a child ban on like Funimation or something.
Yeah.
Might complain about little Billy seeing boobies and penises.
It's true.
Another one
And
thing to also note is we wouldn't have this issue if, Crunchyroll and Soymation, all of them weren't again censor the product.
The problem
Hell,
is that
the one the new
Sony.
latest the new
the rod
latest
goes all the way up the
manga-
chain of command. The rod goes all the way
Yeah.
up the chain of command.
the
It's
new
Sony.
the new latest manga app, Manga Up, they are it's goddamn
Oh
hilarious.
God! You mean
Yeah.
Square Enix is
where they
cucked too.
put a black bar over a girl's crotch
that's why I don't put my money
despite
in Square
you
Enix
wearing
very
fucking
much.
pants?
Exactly, it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? Like this,
I think-
she's wearing pants.
I think there's the reason I think they're trying to make one app for all countries, even like Indonesia and Saudi Arabia and them. So they're just gonna make everyone have Saudi Arabian standards.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry to anyone from Saudi Arabia, but your country fucking sucks for things like this.
Indonesia too. Indonesia's this is getting worse actually.
Yeah, because of the internet censorship going on there.
It
They're basically becoming another China at this point.
But worse than China.
yes, China. Oh, make sure the Star Wars poster has Finn shrunk down because we don't want to offend the Chinese people with someone of a darker tone.
Yeah, we don't want to offend
Yeah,
China.
Chinese is a racist country.
And mind you,
if they keep worrying
SJWs
about America's a racist country, they don't look at other countries are racist before America.
not just
Oh yeah,
that-
Carl Carlson actually brings up a good point. Global standards equals generic lowest common denominator nonsense.
Yep, and I
That's-
think we can see that in the Square Enix app, the effect of that lowest common denominator.
And
Another
that's
thing
basically what
is the
Golden
reason
Eagle
why I think a lot of like games that have suggestive lolly content is gets censored here in the States is actually because they're making one for all countries. Like they have to take in Canada, UK, Australia into account, New Zealand, and that's the problem is that they have to go with the lowest common denominator, and unfortunately when it comes to Western countries, Australia is the lowest common denominator. So if they make one for every country that's English speaking, that includes Australia.
Yeah, it doesn't get more lower than Australia, the bottom of the barrel.
And this is why Australia, I'm gonna say it, like I don't mind people who hates Australia very much who can leave because they can leave Australia to live into somewhere more
The
freedom.
problem
But
they basically censored down to Australian standards, and that becomes the Western version, including for the U.S.
and here's the thing. Let me continue on saying like with Australia, I don't mind the freedom loving weebs leave this country and live somewhere that's more freedom, while Australia gets nuked. To be honest.
I don't know about nuked, but the
Let's
problem is that because they don't have
Aboriginal.
the First Amendment like we do.
Let's
So
not screw the
they can ban lolicon, and they don't even have to use the workaround of obscenity like they do here in the U.S., which is why it's not even enforced very often.
Guys, whoa.
Only 3 people have ever been.
Didi has something
busted.
to say. Whoa, no. Let Didi talk, okay? Go ahead, Didi.
Like I said, let's not fuck over the Aborigines for the descendants of the people who were sent to Australia as prisoners.
Yeah. They're going back to their prison colony roots.
Yeah, this is why Australia is a prison colony, and also it's a testing ground with all the needles and all this stuff because they just want to control the country by Australia standards. That's the problem.
Australia is a fucking joke if you look at their history. They
Yeah,
tried to wipe out fucking emus, and the emus won.
and the other thing is they got rid of all the guns and still crimes still happen in Australia.
Here's what I suggest to these companies. All they have to do, take cryptocurrency, especially Monero, and then just not accept Australian credit cards and stuff. So anyone who's in Australia would have to use like Monero or something to buy like their microtransactions.
Yeah.
Also, guys, quick thing. Fire King X really needs some support because apparently he lost a lot of friends and he's actually was banned from multiple servers. But hey, you're more than welcome to our server and stuff like that.
Whoa,
because
what the fuck happened? I'm behind on something.
What happened?
oh,
He got
Fire
banned.
King X actually got banned from so many servers and apparently what do I want to say there? Hold on. Hey, we got Doggo.
But
Hey.
but
What
what
did you
was
get-
the offense for getting banned is my question, because
Yeah, exactly.
if I'm right, obviously he probably made a joke or something and people got butthurt. Because that's usually what happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
You
You
tell
make
a
a
joke
joke.
and someone gets butthurt and you get banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I
in
mean,
my
stupid.
case, you say that if someone gets in your personal space, you're going to break their nose, and then you get banned from Twitter for quote unquote violence. Even though I
Mind
was
you.
saying that it was if someone got in my fucking personal space. I'm not just going to up and punch someone in the face for no reason. If you're like, I'm going to punch you in the face because you're getting it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Honestly,
But
I would
mind you,
punch
by the
someone in
way-
the face for no reason. Like, if someone's
But my-
pissing me off, I'm going to punch you in the face. It's just how it is.
But mind you, by the way,
And
mind you,
don't get
these
mad when
people
people
will
punch
sit
back.
there and these people will sit there and say you
Of
are,
course.
going for violence and crap. But yet, how many of these assholes, how many of these woke SJW assholes have sat there and said they would do X to someone or they want X to happen
I got
to
it.
someone?
Apparently, Fire King X said all they did was break the rules on one server. One server.
And what was the rule?
I don't know
About-
because
They're talking about Fight Club?
We don't talk about Fight Club.
yeah, in
Oh.
fact, I've actually been listening to the audiobook version of Fight Club. It is way different from the movie.
I
Yeah,
kind of
I-
figured as much.
Well, this is something
What?
I tend to do. If I find out a movie's based off a book, I try to get the book because I want to see
Okay.
how it differs.
Here's the thing. Okay, as a server admin, I don't think that it's right to ban people for things not done in your server unless it's like criminal or something. They shouldn't be banning someone for something that happened on someone else's server because that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing: people always actually have this sentiment, like this mentality that
It seems like cancel culture.
Oh, Dio, tell
Yeah.
them about the one video I shared. The people using Catra captions and stuff.
Oh, that shitty ass video. So, basically, the bottom line here is some racist bastards were happy that a white straight couple were killed.
Yeah, I don't accept those assholes. They can claim they're queer as the rainbow. I am not accepting their asses if they're like, yay, a straight couple died. Fuck you. That was life lost.
exactly.
Honestly, those people, they should be banned because because it would just if you can't say that about someone else. If you said that about a black couple, you get banned. So why can't the
Or
same
a-
rules apply?
Or a gay couple.
There
Right.
they go. I mean, what
The same rules need to apply to them, and they need to get banned.
What I found out is apparently to save yourself or protect yourself, all you need to do is just have pronouns and a little flag that says, I'm X. And you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh
Twitter
my
will look
god!
away.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I gotta tell you guys this.
That's not true. Otherwise people wouldn't have gotten me banned for speaking
One
my
second.
mind.
The headphone's not plugged in, so I can't hear you.
I mean, for fuck's sakes.
Okay. Well,
And-
anyway,
As Dio knows, at least, I hate
I'm back.
bringing up the fact that I'm bisexual because I feel like I have to let people know that they can't say that I'm queer phobic if I'm part of the community. And I hate having to bring up my sexuality because it shouldn't fucking matter. But if it did matter, I wouldn't have gotten banned because people be like, oh, she's part of the queer community. She's bisexual, so we can't ban her.
Also, I actually hate to cut you out there, DD, but Fire King X says, and I tried to apologize to regret everything I did. I used block commands to shoot, punch, and slap others because I was mad over what happened. I still regret it. I still get support. And he also said, I was trying to apologize. Okay, hold on.
Can I tell y'all something?
And I was trying to apologize for everything. All right, got it.
So yesterday I was trying to do a podcast with a friend, and now me and that person aren't friends because their co-host was literally pro-Hitler. I'm 5 minutes into the podcast talking to my friend about Minecraft, and we somehow end up at the topic that it's okay to have a reporting system that's against the community. And then they started saying shit like, the Nazis did it, people didn't care they did it, and I'm like, everyone cared they did horrible things.
What bizarre world did I end up in?
I literally dipped from the podcast, and then they said they were going to re-record it without me. I'm like, good.
Also, speaking of podcasts, I still got to get back into doing mine now. Because it's been
Oh yeah, Dio, are you ever gonna do a stream on Twitch again? Dio?
Who?
He's actually apparently muted. He might be. He actually might be doing something. I don't know what's going on, but
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, this has got to do with our school system because I saw a thing of someone should put a statue of the guy who killed Hitler up, and people were like, 100%. I'm like, did they not teach you history in school? Because Hitler killed Hitler. He did himself from life, people. You would be putting a statue of Hitler up.
I mean, technically, when they found the body, they tore it to bits and burned it. But I mean, you don't need to put that up as a statue.
Yeah. Also, another thing, basically, we just put it like this. Oh God. If you're actually gonna, it's when Steven Crowder actually went as a fat studies expert. And actually, ripped off Mein Kampf, which is actually the book Hitler wrote, and used it as a way to actually do fat studies with.
I literally own that book for studies. It's good to be able to quote it in case people want to argue. It's the only reason you should own that book.
Well, it's more like it's. For me, it would be like peering into a mind of a mentally deranged lunatic.
Yeah,
like a criminal profiling type mindset going into
I
it.
actually saw someone do a what if Hitler wasn't rejected for art school. Supposedly it led up to no World War II. How that happened, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been just someone else. It probably would have been someone worse, like Himmler or someone that would have took over.
Happy girlfriend day.
Yeah, in fact, I actually hate to say this about Klaus Schwab, but basically, the guy actually needs to actually practice what he preaches when it comes to freaking global warming and shit like that.
Klaus Schwab, did you know he I think his father was either his father or something, but one of his relatives was actually a Nazi.
Yeah,
Schwab's the son of a Nazi, so.
Give me a second. Dio wasn't here for the question I asked.
What is the question?
Are you going to be doing any games on Twitch anytime soon?
Yeah, so later on today after the stream, I will be playing Stray again. Yeah, second port.
Remember, if you got a Switch and you get the Super Nintendo Virtual Console, you'll be able to play Earthbound, which is a good game you could stream.
I'm back.
Well, I do have to get me the Elgato 60s though in order to hook up the Switch to my PC.
I don't use Gilded because it's sponsored by Roblox, and Roblox is not the greatest at trust. No offense.
Roblox. Oh God.
Guys. Okay. Hold on. Basically, Freaking Paul Carlson says more people need to use Gilded instead of Discord.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to find my friends again for my Discord server for Gilded.
If you're going to be using anything that's like Discord, you should be doing Matrix just because no one can spy on you on that.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and plus you can actually host your own Matrix server.
Yep.
So that right there is a plus.
If you're going to be using Discord, you should already be doing something like Goose Mod on it just to get rid of like all of the spyware shit.
Yeah, but I'm just sick and tired of actually people just, coming out to my servers and then harassing not just me, but you guys as well. That's what freaking pisses me off.
I mean,
oh yeah, like that one guy.
To be honest, there's got to be a mole or something because I don't invite people at least without asking your permission first, Mr. A. So
these people don't even understand. I actually placed the rules there for a freaking reason. It's to actually prevent these trolls from coming in. But they actually keep coming in nonetheless.
JF, what more than likely is, though, is they're actually spying on you. I mean, you gotta remember, the people who have it out for you have no lives. They're just morbidly obese, basement drooling neckbeards with pronouns and rainbow-colored neckbeard.
They probably eat TV dinners because it's easier than doing an actual home-cooked meal.
Yeah, they eat TV dinners, they eat Hot Pockets, chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Which explains why they're fat.
Yeah, and
You just explained half my meals.
And they eat cheese poops.
Oh, sorry, doggo.
And they eat cheese poofs.
Okay, deal. Let's stop. We accidentally called out doggo.
Well, anywho, but the point here is they're spying on you. They have no fucking life. They have nothing else better to do with their morbidly obese, pathetic, sad life. So they have to watch you and try to talk shit about you, all the while they look like a busted open garbage bag with popsicle legs.
They look like a gobador, is what you're saying.
Yo, you're showing me on stream.
It's a cell phone.
They're a garbador.
Yes, yes. You know what? Let's change the subject real quick because I wanna bring something up. I know a lot of people harp on Garbodor from Generation 5 Pokemon, but in all honesty, if he has the right effect, because the weak armor is absolutely shitty. That's what really holds him back. But if you have a Garbodor with I think it was Sticky Hold, it's way better, and it can actually be a useful Pokemon to have.
I try not to crap on any generation of Pokemon because my very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Sapphire. I remember for years people saying, "Oh, Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby suck," and I'm like, actually, I like the game, and I don't know if it was because it was my very first game or what, but I never understood why people hated it.
Well, here's what I want to point out there. First off, a lot of people, a lot of fans were hating on Gen 5, saying, "Oh, you got a garbage bag and an ice cream cone," and they failed to realize
they did make an ice cream cone Pokemon, though. In the defense of the people,
a Pokemon that is just a Pokeball with eyes.
Yeah, there you go. It's like, wait a minute, how the hell are you going to sit there and complain and bash on Gen 5 when Gen 1, mind you, Gen 1 is my nostalgia trip. Like, this is for me nostalgic heaven when it comes to Pokemon. I still got the Pokemon Blue version to this day, but it is absolutely hilarious how they will sit there and say that Gen 5 had the worst design, when yet Gen 1, the laziest Pokemon design, okay? The laziest by far is Magneton. All it is just Magnemite plus 2.
Together.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Or
At least with
grime,
Doug Trio.
which is literally just
Oh,
like
yeah,
a pile of purple shit.
Hey,
I love the fan drawing someone did where they say this is what it looks like under Doug Trio, and it's just three buff guys hung on each other.
Oh god, yeah. At least with Doug Trio, there's a height difference with each one to kind of make them, their own thing.
That's 3
With
floor shit.
yeah, with with Magneton, there's no difference. It's just Magnemite plus 2.
And and I actually found out thanks to Gaijin Goomba because I had the Legend Arceus game, but
Mhm.
I ended up finding out that Geodude is actually based off of a yokai from Japanese lore. I did not know that.
Oh? Wait, which one?
It's a story about a pickling stone that comes to life.
Ah, okay.
And Geodude's the rock with two arms. Because in the drawings for the pickling stone, it grows fingers and stuff.
Ah, I see. Alright then. Uh-huh,
But
I didn't know that.
know that until Gaijin Goomba pointed this out. I'm like, holy shit!
And what's funny is, like, I know Mawile, the Pokemon with the mouth at the back of her head. She is based on the Furikoshiona, aka the Two-Mouthed Woman.
Frostlass is Yuki Onna.
Mm-hmm. And also, Golduck, funny enough, is based on the Kappa.
Also, can we just point out the fact that if you want to trade a Frostlash, you got to give it a nickname because for some reason the system will say you can't have swear words because ass is in the word laugh.
Configurus says hello.
You know, that's kind of the dumbest system for a game, not being allowed to
Honestly?
have swear words. Because honestly, if I was a trainer as a kid, if this was like a real world scenario, I would have been naming my Pokemon stupid ass things.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
be honest. Any of us who had the original Red and Blue, or in my case, the remakes Red and Green, we were all naming our rival.
Honestly,
our rival Buttface or something.
Or
Yeah,
dickhead.
ass, bitch, dick. And
Cunt.
what's funny is Professor Oak always says, "Be patient, ass," or "Be patient, dickwad."
Cunt, you'll get your Pokemon soon.
Like, that's how much I love you,
I
grandson.
like how in yellow you choose a Pokeball and then you still get Pikachu anyways. Just like fuck your choices.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get Yellow is basically supposed to be based off the anime version of Pokemon, but it's like, why are you even giving me a choice if I'm still gonna get fucking Pikachu?
It's so
Honestly,
mainstream. Like it's like a main series game.
yeah. Honestly, the problem I have with the problem I have with Nintendo, like the whole swear word thing, is that that's because of how trades are done nowadays. It's done through the internet. I liked it better when you actually had to physically be when you had to have a link cable, because at least then they didn't have to have as many controls since there wasn't no internet involved.
I like
Oh,
the
yeah, and
Game
also-
Boy Advance era where you would walk towards someone. If they had the scanner on the back of their Game Boy, you could trade.
And that was kind of cool. Also,
Yeah.
remember when Splatoon had an open chat, but they got rid of it because too many kids were having a little bit too much fun.
I kept wondering when I
Live
first got-
services.
when I first got Splatoon 2, it was a Christmas gift from my younger sister. Shout out to my younger sister. She's awesome. She knows what I like. But she got me Splatoon 2 because I had explained my friend had gotten me a Switch Lite, and I didn't have many games yet. And every time I go into the first time I went in, I'm like, is this a thing where I have to have a Nintendo account or something? Because I kept seeing NPCs with word bubbles and stuff, but I couldn't do that. Then I got a Nintendo account and I still couldn't do anything. And now knowing this, I'm kind of pissed because you're giving me false hope here because I'm like, I got a Nintendo account. Why can't I talk to people now?
Yeah. Well, that actually does suck. I think you do have to get the online services though.
But I did get
It's
the
the
online.
live services. Yeah, it
I
sucks.
did get it though.
Ah,
I paid for a year subscription because, strangely enough, a year subscription is fucking cheaper than a month-to-month subscription.
Also, throwing this out there for you. Apparently, August 3rd, there's gonna be some new Pokemon Scarlet and God damn it! Why do I always forget the second one?
Violet.
Thank you, Scarlet and Violet news. I hope we get to see the evolutions, the second evolutions of the starters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I talked to Dio about this, but he's hoping that Lechonk evolves into a waifu Pokemon. And I'm like, I swear to God, if it evolves into a waifu Pokemon, I'm naming mine Miss Piggy.
Also, today is National Girlfriend Day on Twitter, so just keep that in mind.
Shout out to my beautiful goddess.
Ah, yes. National Girlfriend Day, aka why won't she date me? Why does she only like assholes?
It's been a holiday for like years, but like a lot of people on Twitter are just mad they don't have girlfriends, and it's like, don't get mad at the holiday, get mad at yourself. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you're unlikable.
have you
I
seen
love you,
Nice
baby.
Guys? It's like, holy shit. Especially when you see the stuff where, the girl couldn't come to the phone at the time, and he's like, fine, fuck you, bitch. And she's like, holy shit, I had to go to work or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I bet you would like me if I was a total piece of shit and beat the crap out of you.
You know what the girl should say? You what the girl say? I can't help it. I had to take a fucking shit.
What's funny though?
No,
what's funny about
Cerno. No, Cerno. Because then he'd probably be like, you can take your phone into the bathroom. And it's like, not all of us are disgusting bastards who want to get fecal matter on our phones and tablets.
Yeah.
No. And one thing I do want to throw out there though, speaking of nice guys, I remember watching the r slash stories on YouTube, and there was one called r slash nice guy stories. Holy porn. Holy shit. Like these first and foremost, a nice guy is by far the most cringiest individual because they want to sell themselves of being a nice guy. Which, by the way, being a nice guy isn't a personality. There's at least something you should be on daily basis.
Yeah, I'm going to say this. Much like I am very smart, if you have to say you're a nice guy, chances are you're not a nice guy.
Yeah, I was laughing
Not
at
just-
Twitter reading some like the cringe post about people being like, I can't get a girlfriend because I'm ugly. It's like, no, it's because you don't try.
Yeah, trust me, I've seen some ugly bastards manage to get girlfriends and stuff because they aren't a total piece of shit.
You
Hell,
usually
they even have a joke about that in the Inside Job, where Brett, who's one of the handsome guys, trades places with a guy named RJ who's half dolphin, half human. Don't ask, you'll have to watch to understand. And Brett in RJ's body is able to basically be something that RJ's ex-wife wanted in a man. And RJ is just fucking up despite being handsome. And he's like, why do people still find me repulsive despite I'm smoking hot? And it's basically like, it's because you're a total piece of shit. That's why no one likes you, even when you're hot.
Which, I mean, at least that's like a good, I guess you could say, message. Because being smoking hot, well, yay, it doesn't mean shit if you're a complete and total asshole. Because how many people really want to put up with a total asshole 24/7?
No.
No.
hell no to the no
But
no.
But no. It's hilarious to see these North guys, rage out when they try. And by the way, they always try to go for her, Miss Hot, Miss Sexy.
Oh, there's
It's like,
actually a joke a comedian did where he explains, you know who you're supposed to be, you know, the fat chick and stuff. And nothing against fat women, because there are some heavy set women that are attractive, but he's like, you know who you're supposed to be. Women, you also know who you're supposed to be with, but you think you can get her or him. And
I don't.
Yeah.
he says there should be a scaling system where you can, like, say you're an 8. You can associate with 7s, other 8s, or a 9. Anything above or below is not allowed.
No.
I don't know when I. Anyway, thing is, like, have like some like thick women are
grandfather. So
Oh, I was trying to say something.
Good.
Thick women are sexy, but not when they get. But that's only up to a certain point. Like, there is a certain point where it starts to get like, you know.
When they look like a, and this is for males too, when your ass looks like a busted garbage bag with whatever is coming out, that is absolutely disgusting. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, I go with when you need someone to help you wipe your ass, but your thing works too, Dio.
Ha 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 ha. But
Yeah.
the point here, though, is it's just the fact that nice guys shut the fuck up. Okay, being nice is the bare minimum. A woman wants a man with this thing called a fucking personality, and the vice versa too. The vice versa. Men want a woman with personality. Doesn't matter how thick you are or how great a blowjob you can give. That's not going to last forever.
I mean, that's what annoys me about women who are like, I don't know why he only wants to play video games. I want to go to the gala or something. And it's like, well, then this was not a perfect match because, don't get me wrong, I love going to museums and stuff, but I also love playing video games and eating deep fried food.
Yeah.
Hell, for me, Red Lobster and Olive Garden are the fancy restaurants for me. You taking me to Red Lobster, I will date you for a year at least, if not more.
And that's the other thing too.
Hey, is it guys?
With this whole back and forth thing.
Good anyone? Could anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Oh, finally.
What were you saying, Dio?
Okay, so what I was supposed to say though is now it's not just with the nice guys, kind of pointing the finger at the women here. I want a man who's 6 foot tall, built like a Greek god with a massive schlong and a shit ton of money. Shut the fuck up. What are you bringing to that table?
Oh, it reminds me of that thing where the fat girl, the good looking kind of fat girl, is like, this 100% for white men. And a guy says, on behalf of white men, we won't take you. We give you to the black people, and then the black people are like, we give you to the Muslims, and the Muslims are like, we abstain from pork, and so on and so forth. And it's like,
So, Miss Ray, just want to say 2 things. Sorry for being late, and I finally got my phone working for StreamYards. Yay!
Yo.
But it was
What?
just so golden. I think my favorite is we asked the Asians to take her, and the someone says on behalf of Asians, we're too busy doing math and making video games to deal with her.
Nice. But one thing I do want to throw out that though is another thing. It's the women who sit there and say they want that, date that's $1,000 and shit. Now here's the thing. Here's what I will say. When it comes to a relationship, there should be communication. There should be understanding. But if you are a guy, a cheap and ill cheapo motherfucker, and you take your girl out to like McDonald's, I'm sorry, but no.
Okay, look, like I said, for me, Olive Garden and Red Lobster are the fancy restaurants for me. So you taking me to either of those places, I am going to date you for a year, if not more.
Olive Garden.
Hey, what if I take
Hey,
you an
I
all you
grew
can
up
eat?
poor, damn it. damn
I
it,
know,
Red
I'm
Lobster.
sorry.
Red Lobster and Olive Garden were the fancy restaurants. We couldn't afford to go to Ralph and Cancun's.
Hey, wait. What if I offered you Chinese buffet?
You'd
I'm
actually have my heart.
If I'm allowed to bring a couple Ziploc bags because it's a ripoff if you can't eat a lot of food for whatever reason, so I can take some food home, I'll go with you.
Man,
It's a date.
hibachi is where it's at.
Oh yeah, that's what I also do too. Hey, listen. I am not gonna waste good fucking compound chicken, okay?
And anyone who says that that's wrong, you know all that food's going to be thrown out at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So at least it's
It's
not going to
I'm
waste
back,
it
guys.
in a
like Chinese food. It's not a ripoff if you can save it for later and have it the next day too,
Yeah, see, there you go. There you go.
Zach,
So
and
what
the next
happened
day
with
possibly.
Man, I
with
love
the whole
getting
half
crab
hour I
rolls.
missed out on?
It's like the good
Who
shit.
wants to explain?
We were talking about food. We talked about
National Girlfriend Day.
yeah,
Yeah,
National Girlfriend Day.
And
with,
the RCA,
Which led
RCA
into
fucking over Visit
night,
Pop.
and then I pointed out that if anyone is taking me to Olive Garden or Red Lobster, that's the fancy restaurant for me. So I'll date you for a year, if not more.
Yeah,
And
for me, I'm just
and-
focusing on taking care of myself before getting a girlfriend, because that's the most important thing for men need to have. Like, they need to take care of themselves first before getting into a relationship.
For me,
and
it's
then
finding a
someone
job I can
decided to
actually
laugh at
do.
me for thinking it was fancy. Yeah, funny. It's not my fault. I grew up poor, so that was fancy for me.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm on the same boat as Dee here when it comes to poor.
Red Lobster's fancy for me too.
Like, I mean, when I was a
I'm in the same boat
kid,
there.
like when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, I had a trampoline. The bastard that the bitch who birthed me was with worked at a pig farm, so we did make a decent amount. We got like a nice little house, but the issue with the nice little house, not only was it disgusting piss yellow, the paint, by the way, it was
Yeah.
an ugly shit of yellow. There's also cockroaches.
God.
Guess who was scared of going to sleep at night?
Oh God! Have you ever seen one crawling on the ceiling and you're like, don't
I
crawl
hate
Yeah.
Oh, it's story time. It's story time. So, 7-year-old me was in the taking a bath, right? Minding my own business,
Splash, I was taking a bath.
playing with my toys, minding my own business, and a cockroach decided to fall and land on me. Who wants to take an educated guess where it landed?
I'm hoping the top of your head, and I mean the big one.
Nope.
It landed in your nose.
But no.
That would involve it falling on his head.
It fell on the head, but not that one.
Oh God! Oh God!
Oh my God!
Wait, hold up. That actually happened?
Yes, and I have never screamed as loud as I did that day.
Yeah, you know what? Call 911. That cockroach is under arrest.
No, where did
FBI,
the
open up.
cockroach
That
touch
cockroach
you?
is under arrest.
Where did the cockroach touch you?
Yeah, and the cockroach, and then the cockroach is on the registry.
The cockroach is screaming, "Hey, he came on to me!"
And it's like, nope. And then the cockroach is sentenced
Yeah,
to
you
death
got
by
your
crushing.
Astolfo body pillow.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, like I said,
Oh.
someone who actually stick might be inside a skull.
Astolfo.
Well, he's actually doing freaking Dawn in the missionary position. I would still flip and do it.
You know what? Let's say that cockroach's name was Damian Mills.
Oh God,
no.
Demon Mills. I feel I
Come
really want
on,
to stab that
Dee.
motherfucker, because you know why that motherfucker? He enabled to frame Vic Mignogna and want to frame me as well. Like, he let his fans do that.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Hey guys, you guys can see my camera, right? It's currently black right now.
I'm
Yeah.
not even on the computer. I'm in the
besides-
kitchen.
Besides, if
Well,
I ever see Damien
anyways,
Mills in the con, I just got punch him in the face.
Want to showcase the new comics I got recently? So here's Volume
Yeah.
2 of
They
Avengers,
don't care if I get
Volume
kicked
1,
out. That's the thing.
Volume 1 of the original Captain America series, and Volume 3 of the Stan Lee Steve Ditko Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hit
You know, the
Jack.
thing
Also-
is I'd make sure that it would I would like assault Damon Mills, like I would do it to the point where it's not a felon, it would be a misdemeanor. I would make sure that I don't cross over into felony territory, but yeah, I'd probably do it.
Also, since
Yeah.
we're talking about
Misdemeanor assault on him.
since we're
Just
talking
fine.
about trauma from bugs from our childhood, picture me 18 years old, I'm sleeping, all of a sudden I feel there's something plop on my leg. I'm like, huh? I look down and there's a fucking huge spider. You want to talk about something that'll wake you up faster than coffee?
God,
A fucking spider on your leg.
Wait.
Oh.
Big of a spider.
Yeah.
And those things can be toxic and those can be venomous.
Yay!
I know.
I remember that there used to be a big ass spider on my mom's bed once.
Yikes.
Wait. Oh man, my mom's a huge arachnophobic. Basically, if you actually gone and put gave her a spider, she would flip. I stand that.
I mean, my God. It was like 4:50 in the morning. I usually wake up at 5 a.m. But that was one way besides coffee to wake me up.
Yeah. There's a
Did your
reason
parents-
why giant spiders make good video game bosses.
Did
Those
your
are
parents
freaking
ever
creepy
do
as
the
hell.
thing like on Halloween where they hid little plastic spiders around the house? Like
Yeah.
you would go to do something and it would spook you.
Oh
No.
damn.
I hated that shit.
No, my parents never did that. I mean, I remember my mom making cupcakes and putting those little spider rings in them. And I
Oh,
never
that's
understood that because it's like, that's pretty jewelry you're ruining. I was a kid at the time, so I didn't realize that fake plastic spider rings aren't exactly going to fetch a lot of money on the market.
$3.50. I'll give you $3.50.
350.
Little
You
plastic
figured-
spider ring.
Thank you guys for helping me get the 350 on subscriber numbers.
Yeah, for me,
You're
I need to
welcome.
get to like at least 1,500 subs so I could reveal my, Guru body pillow. But right now, I don't have it yet, but I'm planning to get it.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, though, if I did hit 400 followers or 1,000 followers on YouTube, I'm gonna you know what? Why not? I just fucking show off my Dakimoto collection. Since I have
What?
10?
It'll be
5 or
like
10?
I'll be showing it,
don't
but it's not gonna be too lewd because it's like safe lewd, but not like NSFW lewd,
Ah, fuck, I'm going to have to go to the vet on Thursday instead of Friday. I just got a text that my therapist is going to have an appointment with me on Friday.
oh.
Also, guys, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be working tomorrow, but I'm going to be making a makeup live stream on Saturday.
That's good.
All right.
Cool. But anyways, for those who are wondering, yeah, I forgot to do an Undertale stream last Friday. Just want to say sorry, and I hope I could get around to doing that.
Well, as I'm gonna say for tomorrow, I may do my Senran Kagura stream again because I'm gonna be streaming finishing off with Peach Beach Splash.
Ooh,
I mean,
Oh, nice.
I can either do. I mean, I could probably do it tomorrow if you guys really want me to do it.
Congo's here.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Simikago, though, isn't it like the comedy of Simikago about to go on?
Once I finish us Peachy Splash, well, I won't worry
Where's
about
that
finishing
growling
the
coming
storyline.
from?
Oh, that's Dee Dee's dog.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, Dio calls her Satan.
And
Yes.
the only thing is, what sucks about with Peachy Splash is like there's not much active players around on multiplayer.
Yeah. And
Well, I mean,
also-
if you have, the thing is honestly what they should do is they should just have it. if they ever shut down if they ever they should just make it so like people host their own like sessions so that you don't have to go through their servers. Because honestly, with that many little players, there really isn't a need for a central server.
You okay,
Yeah.
doggo? It looks like you're having a stroke.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna stroke. I just did an anti on the YouTube comment section.
And I agree, Cyrano, about the servers, because here's the thing, like, they need to have like a server for people who are hosting and through via, friend list or something like that.
Okay.
Well, I would actually prefer if the game like where if you host a session like where the reason why they have servers like that is because of NAT. Because I think that a lot of the problem with the reason why we have these central servers nowadays is more because of NAT.
Nat?
Because because how you have to port forward on your router and stuff from some of the older games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
So I recently heard something that they want to make it to where you get instantly muted if you say something bad while gaming because we need to prevent cyberbullying. And I'm like,
Here's the problem.
it's mostly 8 to 12-year-olds playing. If you're really getting offended by an 8 to 12-year-old, you have bigger problems
Yeah.
than low self-esteem.
This is the problem with centralization.
I really hate, it's not even centralization. I really hate like this privatized marketing where like they want to cater to like the small minorities in the West. And what I mean by this is like with, let's say, Call of Duty, right? If you were to curse on Call of Duty now in the latest releases, your account can get banned.
Wait,
for
just for me cursing?
basically nothing. Well, if you're playing a game like Genshin Impact or, some games that are from Asia or from certain parts of the Middle East, they don't have censorship like that. It's such a bizarre thing that censorship works.
It's because of the woke. It's wokeness.
In other words, if I cuss in Call of Duty, I'll lose my account.
Yes.
Which is insane.
These thin-skinned women that even a feather would cut them. They're so thin-skinned, would not like me because I curse like a fucking sailor.
And the point is,
it's those women. Why? It's basically Sarkeesianism. Basically, that's been.
Yeah, I will. If I ever meet that bitch or Zoe Quinn, don't think I forgot what you did, Zoe. I know what you did, you disgusting pig whore.
Remember?
Yeah.
I mean, on the other side, I would have a feeling with her. I would literally cuss her out in front of everyone. And like,
I would cuss her out and tell her that she's a fucking hypocrite. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be wearing those nice and big earrings or having her hair done nice and stuff.
And the reason why I think BlackRock had a lot to do with why the game companies are like that. Because BlackRock has like investments into everything.
Yeah, and it turns out that freaking
ESG.
I know about ESG, but listen, after what happened about with me and Moculus and Bader, I don't think I can actually trust anything those guys say.
Yeah, I can understand. I could
because no offense, but
again,
I can't even think anything anybody's actually saying at face value anymore because I'm just tired of this whole he said she said bullshit.
Again, you got a mole, Mr. A, because on the rare times I want to invite someone, I ask you if it's okay first before doing anything.
Yeah, in fact,
what happened?
Oh, it's about my my Otaku Squad 2.0 server.
He had to move it like 3 times because someone kept letting in assholes.
Yeah, and like this freaking Charlie chick that they keep freaking bringing up, she comes into my server without my permission, mind you, and then she actually starts saying, "What up, pedos?" It's like, Jesus.
Wait,
what's her name?
Hold on a second. Wait, Mr. A, did I ban this person? If I remember, she called someone a pedo. I don't.
Yeah. Except, we actually even spat it on Twitter, and then she blocked me because I was trying to talk common sense to the girl. But God forbid, she's always actually, they're actually.
Is she the same? Is she the one that went to Anime Matsuri with that sign?
No. I don't know who that is, but
okay, because I wouldn't be surprised if that was the same person.
Now, basically, they're actually saying that she's an underage person, and basically, guys, this is where I gotta say,
tired of that bullshit too. Oh, you can't say anything to me. I'm underage. Then why the fuck are you on fucking Twitter and stuff? You gotta be a certain age to be on
Hey.
fucking Twitter.
No, Didi. Here's my advice. I would say this. Oh, you're underage? Oh, I can have the right to report your parents to the child protective services then.
Yeah, there you go. I'm pretty sure they
Honestly,
wouldn't
if she's
care.
a minor, ban her. Ban her from anything that we're. I think that having a no minors policy basically cuts out, any trouble.
Exactly.
If you,
basically, this is why I need to actually make sure that I lock my shit down real good because
All right, I'm back, guys.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I
I
got a
was,
weird phone call right now
away.
from Shanghai, but I don't want to answer it.
I literally have friends over in China and friends like telling me shit, and I'm just like, I'd rather not get involved right now.
Yeah, I totally agree, dude. It's just best not to actually get involved in certain things. But I'm just sick and tired of people freaking dragging me through unnecessary drama. When
Yeah,
all I want to do is just try to actually be a voice of positivity and
same
not try
here.
to actually.
So, Mr. A, I'm sorry about the screenshot I sent you. I asked if I could let you know, and I didn't know that you were getting asked about this a lot.
What I'm going to say, though, about China, from like someone who has perspective from both points of view on this, the KMT is bad, so anyone who supports the KMT is probably not a trusted source, which is most of the U.S. media. And at the end of the day, just ignore it, because it's going to end eventually. The drama will. Just better to avoid.
Hold on, I gotta freaking find a pen or something. This freaking heat is fucking killing me, dudes.
Yeah, it's killing you too, as well as take it.
I love your T-shirt, baby.
It's killing me as well, too, Tuesday, down here in the south. I know I know how you feel in that one.
Oh, you're in the South?
Yeah,
But,
I thought I mentioned it in the past.
let's just say, like,
I'm from Louisiana.
I'm from Georgia.
I'm from Georgia too. Dope. I'm not living in Georgia though. So
I'm like a boat trip away from Connecticut, to be honest.
Jesus Christ, there's so many people who live in the same state as me.
But this is what sucks about the summers in Louisiana. I usually wait a couple hours before walking my dogs, but because of the heat, I have to walk her before sunrise because I won't make it halfway down my street before I'm like, I'm dying of heat stroke. I'm dying.
Yeah, I can easily see that one coming.
Yeah, in fact, God forbid, the freaking heat. If it ain't the heat that you should be worried about, it's the fucking humidity.
Oh no, see the problem, that's the thing, is we don't care about that.
Let's get back to the recap. Well, with Anime Matsuri, well, it got a little more better than Otakon, to be honest.
Hopefully,
yeah, because freaking, I gotta say, and it turns out that Clay Claymore just won't shut up about freaking Ministry of Otaku either.
Yeah, it's like he's basically still harassing him still, and someone needs to track him. That's the thing, because he lives somewhere in Pasadena. Because I found where his location at, but I don't know where his address. That's the thing. It's a possibility that he's gonna be doxxed.
Here's the thing.
I'll be honest.
Normally I'm not one to laugh at that, but with how many aunties have doxed people for liking anime characters, mutually assured destruction.
Yeah,
I literally got yelled at for my model once on stream. So
in all fairness, the worst I would do if I decided to dox is basically send a bunch of pizzas to them. Say
that's a good thing.
Call a number in their area and give their address for like 50 pizzas, and that's about it.
Send them a weekend stripper to their house.
I will admit, if I could get Bitch Cake Marchie's address, I'd send her a bag of gummy dicks.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If people would have come after me, I'm gonna look at them like, do your worst. I'm not afraid of you.
Whoa. Dio actually had something to say. Go ahead, Dio.
Yeah, I'm about to go. I gotta do a thing real quick, and so
Right.
yeah, I'll cut off here. It was fun. Let you decide burn brightly, and also if there's ever going to be a live action of Head of a Boss, Amber Heard is perfect for the role of Stella.
That's the only time I'd want her to be allowed to work in a movie is if she's playing Stella from Hell of a Boss. That's the
Ha.
Bye.
Let
Later.
her always be
I mean-
reminded that she is a piece of shit. And Johnny tried to warn her that if she tried to take this to the public, it was going to bite her in the ass. But she thought, I got the mighty vagina. And guess what? The mighty vagina didn't help her like it did other women in the past.
I
Yeah,
think people.
exactly.
I think people have woken up to the Me Too bullshit.
Me Too is more like a thing of the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
I honestly don't understand the point of Me Too, to be honest.
Yeah,
was
Me
to
Too
get-
has infiltrated it because of the whole situation when they're going after Anime Matsuri.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and-
now they're using false accusations to try to go after Anime Matsuri's organizers.
And
It's-
Vic Mignogna.
Yeah,
It originally was to give people who were victims a voice, but then assholes like Amber Heard weaponized it and it became tainted. So again, my thing of the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It was a good intention, and then assholes like Amber Heard ruined it and made it a road to hell.
what's funny
Well-
is that Asya Argento got Me Too'd by a guy. That was just funny.
That'd be funny.
Also, I am calling L'Oreal Paris out again for this. Couple years back, they had an ad for their Twitter about how if you're being abused by your partner, you should come out and speak. And everyone, including myself, are like, kind of hard to take you seriously when you still have an abuser named Amber on your payroll.
And the thing is, look, people just say, oh, they want to call their abuser on the social media. Well, how about won't they go to the police and let the police deal with this?
No. That requires critical thinking, don't you know?
Oh, I actually talked to a voice actor who has worked with Vic in YouTube comments, and he brought up the fact that they don't have any evidence that Vic did anything, and I pointed out that they, specifically Ronnie Boy, kept saying that there were hundreds of victims, women and children, that Vic quote unquote touched, and I'm like, 100 victims. Where the fuck is the police reports then? You cannot tell me
Where's the
not
police
one
records?
fucking police report, and then he pointed out something else. You can't tell me that if some of these victims were children, they didn't fucking tell their parents or con staff.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are the police
Because
reports?
basically, that's just the thing. Yeah, it's like you said, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Because freaking
sorry, I was gonna say that Shinzo Abe died recently, and people were accusing that one game director of killing him, which they didn't do. But it's just like he looks like
that was because of someone in Greek TV messed up. That was coming from
like
Greek TV.
Multiple news channels, and so people on
but Greek
Twitter
the
were
thing
saying
is,
that he did it.
The how these news channels work is that one news company will say, and then everyone else will pick up off of it.
And
so all it took was one Greek channel to make that mistake, and then it just spread like wildfire.
Also, another thing,
oh yeah, the voice of Ursula died yesterday.
Yeah, sucks.
Wait, Ursula from.
But she'll be missed.
Press F in the chat.
Yeah,
Ursula is a better female role model than these assholes like Amber Heard and Anita Sarkeesian. And Ursula was literally the villain.
You know, it's sad when the villain is a better. I mean,
when the villain's the better person.
It's just sad. That just shows how sad our state nowadays. Oh well.
Baby, where?
What's wrong?
Breakfast for you.
What's for you?
But anyways, guys,
What, baby?
yeah, back to Claymore. Well, he made a tweet that he played himself now.
Oh, what's the treat? I want to read it. Second
Well, I kind of screenshotted it to the group chat and Twitter, so I'm gonna screenshot it to Mr. Anime if you want to see it. You know.
It'd probably be
Yeah,
better.
I want to see it because basically, I want to freaking laugh at this bastard for what he actually said about me, especially me coming out and actually defending freaking lolies.
And here's the thing.
Again, anyone who looks up what a fucking loli is
And here's the thing.
knows
Like,
that they look physically like children, but they aren't children. They're at least 18, if not older. Most
right.
times they're older than they look. And I
Yeah.
mean in a human term, because I know depending on the race, I've played Dungeons and Dragons before. They're still technically a child by that race's terms. Like a 24-year-old elf would be the equivalent of a 12-year-old human.
Oh,
So
exactly.
let's say the tweet says that you're right. I don't give an F about the kids. The reason is Claymore doesn't even care about the actual children, but yet he hate going after Lolicons.
See, that's the thing. And also, let's talk. Can I talk about the fact that his shitty test speaks? Like, dude, come on. Like, it's even more funny. Say, Claymore, I wonder if I draw this lorry right here, who's based on one of my stuffed animals, should you go after me? I'm kind of curious how your reaction is gonna be.
I'm kind of wondering if he's one of these idiots that say if you're under like 5'5" or something, you're a child. Because I'm 5'2", and I've been mistaken for a teenager.
Oh shit!
I'm tired of this fucking shit because I'm 34 years old and I'm tired of this. Well, if you're under 5'5", you're a child. Fuck you! I've been on this planet for 34 years. I am not a child.
Wait, hold a second, Didi. So wait, what that makes someone who's 5'7" and they're a guy, if they below their average height, what, 5'8"? They're a child still?
I don't.
Oh man!
No, it's still fucking stupid.
Where's the screenshot of the tweet?
These people.
Okay, I'll actually have to. I'll freaking post it when I get on Twitter as soon as the stream's over with. But I really like that. I really like this. I really like this. Carl Carlson says, "Lolisexuals and shotosexuals go hand in hand, side by side. Lolisexuals and shotosexuals for the win."
Yeah.
Who was that bitch on Twitter who basically said you were a pedo if you liked lolis, but meanwhile gushed about having
she's not
attraction to Katsuki Bakugo?
Didi, I got what you're talking about. I got what you're talking about. It's actually Neuralities, and she's a YouTuber. She doesn't actually have a Twitter account. So basically, yeah, she actually thinks that.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. She's gushing over. I know Katsuki's fictional. I know, but the point is, if she's gonna call people who like fictional characters that are lolis disgusting, she don't have room to talk. She's literally lusting after a teenage boy.
Yeah.
She also lusts after Link as well.
Well, it depends on what Link we're talking about.
And the point is, with Gura, she's over 9,000 years old.
Yeah, she's actually 9,927 years old, and she's an Atlantean.
And the thing is, this baffles me. Like, these people who fucking complain about lorries novels, but I'm like, dipshit. What happens if I draw lorries myself and loot my own? What are you gonna do? Arrest me for something I create?
Oh yeah.
That's really stupid. And this feels like, they need to stop believing this 1984 crap, to be honest. They believe this stuff and saying, it's a bad thing. And this is the thing. With 1984, it's all about a cult, I could say.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to point out, I mean, my problem with this whole anti-lolly thing is that, okay, for one thing, they're fictional characters. They do not exist. Why do people care?
Good question.
And I don't care about what age they are in the story.
Yeah.
The fact is that that's just a number attached to them for the story.
Oh,
I don't care.
oh,
A fictional character is a fictional character. I don't care.
Oh,
They
and
have
then,
a
and then, and then, if it is a child character,
So?
why do you care if the character's aged up? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
people were
not seen
complaining.
series like? Have they not
I don't-
seen
I don't like-
series like
Oh,
Fruits?
one at a time.
Have they not seen series like Fruits Basket where we see Toru and Kyo, an elderly couple who have been together since they were teenagers, are now adults? Because I'm sorry, once they're portrayed as an elderly couple, they are most definitely within that universe adults. They're not teenagers anymore.
Yeah.
You can't do this stupidity that you can't like this. You can't do the character in this central position, even if they're grown in this.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you this. These type of behaviors roots back very back then when how let's say this when school's around and kids say they want to be part of this type of group of kids and they try and do this stuff to get popular. It's the same thing with social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, this is actually just freaking totalitarianism.
Here's the thing, I'm gonna say this. This type of shit will get you bullied in my high school and middle school year. I'm sorry. Like, if you do this mess, you'll get laughed at and bullied severely for this kind of stuff. If you're the kind of person go on about, we need to protect lorries and stuff, like, you get bullied. Like, I mean serious. You're gonna get laughed at and bullied.
I mean, hell, while I've said it before, I'm not a fan of people reskinning characters to be queer. When people do fan art of Deadpool and Spider-Man together, they at least make sure Peter Parker is 18 years old. They don't just, let's take Peter Parker when he was like 16. No, they say he's at least 18 years old or older, and then they do their thing of him and Deadpool kissing.
Well, I mean, they're fictional
Also,
to begin with, so it really shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
They're fictional.
Okay.
I think this whole thing of giving fictional characters rights is just messed up.
Well,
Okay. Also, guys. Carl Carlson actually brings up a good point. Scientific peer-reviewed papers such as Lolicon, The Reality of Virtual Child Porno, CP, in Japan.
I honestly, that's a misnomer. It's a term that's a term coined to try to equate lolicon with actual CP, and it's fucking disgusting how they try to equate the two.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's sad.
And here's the thing for me, I played Mortal Kombat as a kid. I don't come out to be violent and try and do all those flying kicks like Liu Kang did.
Shit.
Yeah.
Basically the whole freaking.
I remember playing Tekken when I was like 8 years old, and instead of my parents being worried about me possibly being violent or something, my dad said I was fucking awesome for being able to do the power moves and stuff at 8 years old and beat every character. And this was the demo you could play on one of those discs that would come with the PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want funny? You want to hear something even more funny? I'm going to use a good example. As someone who's been bullied a lot in high school, middle school, and elementary,
Oh yeah.
I look at them like, oh, I'm sorry. So let me get this straight. You think Lolicon can make me become a pedophile, just like the same year that you think video games gonna make me be a, I don't know, whatever buzzword you people want me to call.
Yeah, and apparently chemicals in the water are turning the frogs fucking gay.
Oh,
And
God,
here's the thing, and here's the other thing I'm saying this, like, it's not just only that, you know how schools are, they just want to reward the bully to have rights while the victim doesn't have any rights.
Oh, that bullshit of zero tolerance. If I ever
Yeah.
have a kid, I'm drilling it into their head. If some little shit starts something with you, you finish it because you're going to get punished no matter what. So you might as well deserve the punishment. My kid's getting punished. They're going to deserve the fucking punishment. And if anyone says, oh, you shouldn't teach your child that, it's like, why? Because if my child's not going to fight back but still be punished for being in a quote unquote fight, I'm making sure they deserve to be punished.
Yeah.
A little bit of fancy for you guys. A little bit of a salto.
Because I find it stupid that if a kid doesn't fight back, try to be the bigger person and stuff, they still get in fucking trouble. And one day, the victim is going to push their bully out of the window. window, and when they ask why you did it, he's gonna say, "Well, I was gonna get in trouble anyway. I wanted to make the bully suffer for torture." You
Hell,
see what
Holy
happened?
crap!
You
This
see what happened?
And I think that and the fact that the person can't fight back, that I think that causes school shootings.
no,
Yeah.
I think
Holy
it's one of the
crap,
reasons why that happens.
Mental health, yeah.
If I could,
Yeah, mental health.
And
Yeah,
um,
and here's the thing: the same bullies who try and pick on people like us who like our hobbies, well, they came in
guys,
to infiltrate
Shadow's
and cause
trying
a
to
problem.
say something.
Shadow something to say. Shadow something to say. Go ahead, Shadow.
I will definitely say this. I was one of those people who get in trouble for defending myself.
If you're gonna
And
get in
get
trouble,
punished
if
for
you're
no
gonna get in
reason.
trouble anyway, you might as well knock him out.
I
See,
am
a
gonna.
couple teeth out, and I don't care what anyone says. If the victim is still going to get punished, they might as well cause a little damage to their bully. And if the bully's parents try to say some shit, you say, "Well, your kid was," and you're the parent. You say, "Well, your fucking kid was messing with my fucking kid. He should be grateful that he didn't get his nose rearranged."
Yeah.
Can I
Man,
speak?
you sound like a cool mom.
Somebody had something to say.
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Good.
People were complaining on Twitter about Donastek because in Donastek they have an anime shop, and on the outside wall there was like Gura and another character that people were calling lollies, and I'm just like, why does it matter? They literally sell manga and anime. You're getting mad over nothing.
Here's the thing, I gotta think for them. Cope about it. As I always say, cope
Where
about
was
it.
this?
In Donastek they have a big ass anime emporium where you can buy shit, and people
Where
are
is this?
freaking out.
What country and state is this?
This would be Donastek, which is near Ukraine.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know what the city was. But
Oh.
Was
like,
it
people
in
were-
Ukraine or near Ukraine?
It's considered Donbass region of Ukraine, but it's its
Oh.
own country.
Also,
Was it Russian people complaining?
No. It was people that are like pro-Ukraine, people with like little yellow flags in their names.
Well, if honestly, at that point, yeah, well, that kind of sells me on having Russia take over the entire thing.
yeah.
anyway,
If Russia is more friendly to anime than Ukraine, I don't really care about Ukraine. You should just pull out then.
No,
Well,
it's like, yeah.
anyway,
It's like it's an anime store though, right? So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like people that were
Uh,
Russian were saying it's an anime store.
Freaking. Hold on. Didi has something to say. Didi has something to say. Go ahead, Didi.
I'm all aflutter at Rooster Teeth slowly dying. I even
Yeah.
go back to my memory vaults of
But
a
even
video.
though Rooster Teeth, I'm glad it's dying off, and I don't
Well,
mind Ruby is done
anyway,
with because it's been knocked out anyway.
anyway, I go back to my memory vaults of a video of some dumpster divers behind a GameStop. And I get warm fuzzy feelings as they dig out a bunch of these Ruby Funko Pops that were priced for a penny. And no one fucking bought them. A fucking penny. Not enough to even charge tax.
My biggest issue with Ruby was the fact that like there was too many characters. They just kept adding more and more and more characters endlessly.
And they
with
just
no
want to
reason.
continue on.
Yeah, but my point is, it makes me happy to know that Ruby has fallen out of favor, because that means Rooster Teeth is going to die.
Because
Because
this generation understands that when a show or a movie adds a bunch of characters that have no purpose, that's usually for marketing. We're not as dumb as we used to be.
Ruby is going to die along with Rooster Teeth, and it makes me happy because I'm pissed at them firing Vic, but I'm even more pissed that that until he was outed as a wife beater, their vice president was still kept fucking on.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that Rooster Teeth is slowly dying and becoming a little husk. And I look forward to Warner Brothers trying to offload that on someone else.
See if I can get a picture of it.
Honestly, the thing is that if Warner Brothers sells off the IP, I hope they sell it off cheap enough for some weeb to buy the IP.
Yeah.
And the worst thing that it will happen is the reboot.
No,
Yeah.
I think to if it's cheap enough, I want to see if some rich weeb can just buy it up and do something with it. Someone, some
basically let
some
freaking
weeaboo like
Elon Musk
us.
buy it. I bet you that he could actually probably make a profit off of it. Because, surprisingly,
Maybe
it turns out that
Studio
people that actually
Matsuri
have
could
to-
buy the rights to Ruby.
The only one from Rooster Teeth I feel sorry for.
AM Studios.
The only one I feel sorry for with Rooster Teeth is Monty, and it's because after he died, they basically gutted his baby to stuff drugs in for money.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
God.
comparing Ruby to a drug baby used to sneak drugs into the country.
And
What?
God.
Yeah, it's an urban legend that people in various parts of the world, most times in the story it's Mexico, steal people's babies, hollow them out, and stuff them with drugs, with a woman pretending to be the mother as they carry it into the United States.
Hollow them out?
Yeah, they remove the organs and stuff and stuff them with drugs.
So they basically that's disgusting.
Wow.
Dee Dee, now I can't get that out of my head.
It's an urban
Wow.
legend, but that's what I'm comparing.
If that's ever proven, I think that the drug cartels need to be cracked down on.
But that's what I'm comparing Ruby to, because I guarantee you Monty would not have let that shit happen if he had survived.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about with the Ruby fandom, because like the guy named, the user actor Central VA, that guy with his whiny voice. Anyways, he's the one who tried to defame me over. Oh, I use his name Monty so many times, and they harass me and say, "Oh, do this with the wishes for his brother." No, his family doesn't allow harassment on anyone who will say his name.
Wrong
I mean,
link.
look,
Wrong link. Do not show that one.
I mean, I'll be honest. If someone was being an asshole and saying, "I'm glad Monty's dead," yeah, I think that guy should be punished. But just talking about Monty, like saying how you basically desecrated his creation, is not insulting Monty.
That's the
Okay.
thing. They're not real Ruby
You
fans.
need to do that,
And
'cause-
about the actor Central Kai, he's basically a Kiro fanboy, to be honest.
Kyoto Yama.
Not Kiro, it's Kiro. Uncle Kiro.
I never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
Anyway, I was talking with one of my friends, and we were talking about how
okay,
sorry.
it's all good. I was just actually reading I was actually just reading what Carl Carlson actually had to say. So yeah, I'll check it out when we finish up the live stream. So
But what I wanted to say is that the only way we can really deal with all the obscenity laws and shit that the U.S. that's basically a ticking time bomb in the U.S. is to get our own like Ken Akamatsu into Congress and
Yeah.
start getting weebs into Congress to overturn to repeal these laws
I
that are being
So,
used at the federal level.
Could this include shows like The Owl House, that are actually good and not, wokey propaganda?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of pissed that they canceled The Owl House. And I don't care what anyone says. It's not because it's not episodic. Because I noticed that all the other shows like Star versus the Forces of Evil and Amphibia were allowed to finish out their runs. But the minute the main character in a show, Luz, is queer, that's when they decide the show needs to be canceled. I don't care. It's not because it's episodic. That might be what they're using to say. But I find it funny that all the other shows with the characters not being revealed to be queer until after or are straight are allowed to have their shows. But a good show that actually has good representation for the queer community, Axed.
This is
Well,
Disney,
no, I'm
though.
talking about the whole issue with obscenity laws, and that's the excuse that Steam uses to ban games and stuff. getting rid of those laws might actually do something about some of these policies on some of these websites.
Yeah.
If they didn't have to watch out for obscenity charges, maybe because they're really, even though only 3 people have ever been charged under those laws, like as far as the one that deals with anime stuff, even though only 3 people have ever been charged in the near 20 years of that law's existence, that's 3 too many, and I think that it scares companies, and I think it's time to repeal those laws. But we got to get our own Ken Akumatsu's, find someone who has the same stance.
I do love the fact that the creator of Negima, one of my favorites, is now in politics.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we need our own versions of that kind of person.
Yeah,
in the U.S.
I don't mind if Eric July will do that. That's the thing.
The thing, Eric July might actually. I don't know his stance. We need someone that we need people that we know will repeal these laws.
Yes, someone, and y'all keep talking. Let's vote in Rebecca Sugar and the creator of the Owl House because they're anime fans. You can see it throughout their shows.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted to actually also make
Yeah, we might need to fill up a district with weebs and have a bunch of weebs move into that district.
Yeah.
To get them in there.
Well, I'm only a year or 2 away from being able to be a politician, but I don't know if I have what people would want to vote for me. Besides, if you
can
vote
create
me
a
into
district,
Congress, I'll
technically.
make sure they stop this shit with our anime.
Yeah,
Enough people move into an area, they'll have to gerrymander it. So, you can technically.
Wait, you're
create
becoming a politician? Wow, I didn't know that.
No, I'm saying that. No, that's not what I said. I'm just saying that we need politicians to.
She's a politician.
And the point is, where I am, it's they vote for lawyers, but it's how people stop voting for lawyers.
We got too many people.
Whoa, one at a time.
I'm trying to explain to Shadow. No, I'm a year or 2 away from being old enough to become a politician if I wanted.
Oh. Okay.
I added in chat the picture of Donastek, by the way. Sorry.
Shadow, you don't think Mr. A would be taking advantage of this to get more subscribers if I was an actual politician?
No, I just didn't know that. Never mind. Never mind.
It's one part
Mr.
of the
A, you need to take
anime
advantage
shop.
of this. You got a politician in your stream.
No. But
let's not do that.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm not into politics, okay? I straight up hate politics. I don't really care about them. It's actually, the bane of my existence. Basically, I can't stand anything that's being done in this country today. Okay?
Yeah,
straight up.
What I'm saying is that we have to get involved so that we can protect the legality of our hobbies. I don't think we can be apathetic anymore because they're coming after our hobbies. We have to make sure our hobbies stay legal.
Gatekeeping is good. This is why we keep saying gatekeeping is good. We need to boot these freaking antis out because if they actually take over our fandoms, they're gonna kick us out and then they're gonna gatekeep us.
Yeah.
Well, this goes beyond that though. This goes to where we would not be allowed to even have what we want because it would be illegal. That's what's going to happen if we don't step up to the plate.
Yeah, that's
true.
True.
Our hobbies will in a lot of the stuff that we like is going to become illegal under these vague laws and stuff. If we don't.
I just remembered something. Remember that freaking loli / MILF poll that freaking waifu watchers made?
Yeah.
Oh, how many freaking salty aunties actually was freaking try to, own the freaking lolis for actually, saying that MILFs are better?
What? Who actually said that? I'm sorry. I can't take you straight face seriously. I can understand having a preference for MILF, but come on.
I mean, I voted MILF. I just like MILFs better, though.
No,
As
that's
for
fine.
me, I voted Loli because it's better. And here's the thing with MILF, why do you want to sexualize moms? That's the point.
I'll admit something. I like lolis as well, but I don't actually go out of my way just to actually say, freaking, I should be thrown in jail for liking freaking fictional anime characters
I'm
that
back.
don't even have. any existence or some form of relevancy in this world.
Exactly.
I'm
Let me
back.
tell you.
Sorry.
Let me tell you this. If they worry about sexualizing children, how about if they worry about sexualizing moms?
Why don't they worry about why don't they worry about taking what they should be going after things like cuties. That's what they should be going
Yeah.
after.
I call it the Orange Movie because there's a brand of orange called Cuties.
The sad thing is about this, what pisses me off as well. Like the anime community love to talk about how we want to address issues like racism. Like okay, that's nice, but hey, can you also do me a big favor? Can you also address the big issue and the foot that we keep pretending that doesn't exist? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Censorship?
And the point is, it's very. All I can say is this anti-loli stuff is all political, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, another thing,
It stems from it seems to be a logical extension of like the Anita Sarkeesian thing that attacked video games.
Yeah.
That whole woke movement.
Oh, you mean Anita I Steal People's Art Sarkeesian?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Wait, she steal people what?
also another thing, guys. Anytime
I'll
I talk
explain
about
once Mr.
Lolicon,
A's done.
okay, hey, let me finish. Anytime I actually mention Lolicons, I usually add and J Senpai Export does this as well. Whenever we talk about Lolicons, we usually add nonprofit charities to help actual kids in need to get away from the freaking abusers that actually
Abuse.
would harm children.
That's true. I usually do that as well.
Oh yeah, that's what I kind of need to do as well when it comes to.
Okay, anyway, to explain what I mean by Steele's art, anyone who saw the whole attack on video games video, she had a logo and stuff for her show that she wanted to use, hence why she had the Kickstarter, which I doubt that money went towards video games if you ask me, but
Yeah.
one of the characters she included in the icon was Daphne. And it turned out that it was someone's fan drawing of Daphne from Dragon's Quest. And when the artist called Anita out, Anita blocked her. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She's an
This
art theft.
isn't your art. And I'm like, you fucking dirty whore. I hate people who steal other people's art. And I hate it even more when they steal people's art and quote unquote try to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. If someone did that shit to my art, I would have tore their head off with them. I'm like,
I like
look at
the meme where it's like I fixed it, and it's like people take other people's art that's like perfectly fine,
And now
then
they
like, make
put
it
it on
super
cosplay as
anorexic
well.
to make fun of
Because
them
I see-
making it fat.
I see now. I affected on cosplay. Like I seen the last time when I was in a Splatoon group. I said before they tried to let's say blackwash a
Oh, yeah.
cosplayer
There's some.
who cosplay as Marina from Splatoon.
There's something I wanted to say because I just remembered a couple of the games that were banned from Steam decided to actually go to multiple other storefronts. Dual Princess went to itch.io, Jast, I think a couple others.
Yeah.
And I think Eventical too actually the company made their own storefront. So I think these companies are starting to get a hint that
Oh.
that they don't need that. Steam is just basically a blockade between them and their customers.
What was that second game?
Eventical 2, I think.
Inventicle?
No, it's sold on I think Cogra Games, I think is the name of the website.
I'm if I knew people who could do coding and stuff, I'd be very tempted to make a video game that's the raunchiest thing ever. Like you have the main character is this ultimate Chad. Every time he passes a woman, it's like, hey baby, slaps their ass. Just to see how many wokies would be like, oh, must be a man. And then I come out like, mighty vagina, folks. And then see how fast they backtrack to try and explain away me making such a raunchy game.
They probably claim you've been groomed because I mean these are the type people think you've been groomed. Remember, then again,
I'm 34. before.
I
I
know.
have not been groomed.
That's the irony, though. That's the hilarious irony about that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if they say that you've, here's the thing, and here's the thing, if they accuse someone, like if they accuse, like if they, like for example, if they accuse Mr. Anime of grooming Dee Dee to make that game, we could report the person making the accusation, because groomer is now a banned word.
Yeah.
Groomer's
Yeah,
a banned word now,
yeah.
so they can't call people groomers anymore.
Nah, I have not been groomed. I'm someone who preferred the stuff that was aimed at my brother than me. I mean, I think the only show I remember from when I was a small child that was actually close enough to being for girls also appealed to boys as well, which was the Powerpuff Girls. I
Powerpuff
watched
Girls.
Daria, but Daria
Hey.
was meant for older audiences.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that the fact that they're accusing someone of, like, saying that someone's groomed when they're 34 does not make a lick of sense.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it
true.
doesn't.
I mean, maybe if I was mentally disabled or something, they could probably make that argument. But aside from being high functioning autistic, I'm not, you know. And high functioning, it means while I do have some of the quirks of autism, I can more or less possibly take care of myself depending on the action.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I
And
think
yeah.
it's more funny that I could easily see types of people probably like, oh, well, no way in the white. This guy's been, I mean, for some of myself, oh, you're autistic. I mean, you're black and autistic. These white people try to manipulate you. Like, no, I like the stuff I like on my own. And guess what?
I'm back.
If they want to try to pull that shit, I'm gonna
So, since I'm 19, am I safe from this stuff, or?
No,
Uh,
they're gonna accuse you of being groomed. They're gonna say that
Yeah.
we're grooming you or something, even though you're an
yeah,
adult
until
now.
you're like 28 or something, they're gonna say you're being groomed because you're still in the age bracket of someone
Yeah.
grooming
But
you.
I'm gonna be
Until
20.
you're 25, until like you're 25, you basically have to have their opinion or you're being groomed.
I mean, literally, as
Oh.
someone who's been groomed, that's not even how it works.
Yeah, for
That's
me.
what they say though.
That's just, you know.
Yeah,
that's
it's
just-
like
Also,
I
you're,
hate being the young one.
also, I hate people who don't do a lick of research on autism, because I've had
yeah.
these assholes who say girls don't get autism, otherwise they'd act like boys. I'm like, girls' quirks are different from boys' quirks, you jackass.
Oh, and well, I mean, you do kind of like the same stuff boys like. Like a tomboy.
Well, like,
Why we usually respect you there, Dee. This
No,
is why we respect you.
when I say only boy, what they say only boys is they're expecting me to be like the Rain Man, whereas girls tend to be a lot more quieter when they're on the spectrum because they're scared of causing confrontation because they don't like getting yelled at. I don't like getting yelled at for something I didn't do.
no, it's these people.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
same
fact,
here.
when people falsely accuse me of something, I want to fucking punch them in the face.
And
I
the point
cuss them
is,
out.
You know, it's just ridiculous. Besides, you know,
this whole false accusation stuff, I'm gonna say this, it's like it's getting out of hand and people losing their jobs over
that's why
stuff.
I actively avoid women in real life, because I don't want to be falsely accused of something.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
in
say
fact,
this.
if I ever wanted to get a girlfriend, I probably might go to Japan and try to find one.
You don't keep them there, because otherwise, if you bring them over here, the women will over here will kind of schmooze them into feminism.
Honestly, go to Thailand. They have tons of
Tatum,
women. They're all really nice people, and they don't care about politics. I'm not kidding.
I'm going to say this to Tatum at Funimation. If he hears this, cool. He'll at least know I warned him if he ignores me. But Tatum, you think you're safe because you're gay? No, you're not. They just need one young and up and coming male at Funimation to agree in exchange for like a lead role to say you did something if you get out of line and don't follow Sabbath, Monica, and
Yeah.
Bitcake's opinion.
So
Oh, and don't forget, Asia Argento was Me Too'd by a guy, so it can work in reverse too, providing providing the target has the wrong politics.
let's continue. Let's try and make my studies of all the situation with how the situation with people who are fatherless. I say those who are fatherless commit the most crimes and just cause problems.
Yeah, you're right. I can confirm this though. You're right. I'm.
Yeah. Anyway, let's call it good here, guys, because
Yeah.
you know.
Can
So
I kind of want to go last, if that's okay.
Can I go first? I'm hungry and I want to make my lunch. I think my
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting hungry too, so I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna get a
fix myself
donut. So
sandwich and this. So, Edie, why don't you go first?
Okay. I mean it. Anyone who's gay that's agreeing with these false accusers, you're not safe if you piss them off because they just need to find someone who will agree to whatever terms to claim that you did something.
yeah.
Adios.
All right. Okay. Nep.
All I gotta say is this: if you like lawyers, don't listen to these retards. Just focus on your life.
All right. Shiny.
Well, I'm gonna say this, people. I'm gonna say this in an honest way. If you see people you don't like, just don't bother them if they're working or having fun. That's the thing. And for me, I just don't want to bother them if they're working or whatever. If they cause a problem with me and trying to engage with me, well, they won't gonna like what's happening. Cause even though I'm just living rent free on these people, if they try and engage with me, so that's all I'm gonna say. And just enjoy your life. Don't forget to work hard and get good. So I'll see you later.
Yep. Doggo.
Just avoid politics, or if you're going to talk about politics, do a deep dive on both sides of the views. Because if you only have one side, you're not going to understand it fully. Also, anime is based, and yeah.
All right, Serno.
The first thing is the anime shop in Donetsk. Ukraine and Russia both better leave that shop alone, or you're gonna have weebs rising up in that area.
Yep.
And two,
Anarchy of anime style too.
okay. Imagine some weeb militia as a third party with and like anime inlays on their guns and stuff.
Oh, dude, that would be fucking sweet.
Anyway, and we need to get our own version of Ken Akumatsu. In fact, I'd say 60 of them in the Senate and 215 in the House, because we need the majority in order to actually do anything about those dumb federal obscenity laws that keep making companies cower before the government.
Yeah.
All right, Shadow.
Okay, three things. Congratulations for 350. And secondly, I'm so glad that my phone finally works with StreamYards. And lastly, stick with the shadows, because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you guys for actually putting up with me. I'll be working tomorrow. I'll be working until Saturday. Well, Saturday is when I'll be having off, and also, as always, just remember these 4 things: respect the life as a fan service, enjoy your fandoms, embrace your degeneracy as long as it's legal and it doesn't harm anyone or yourself. Enemy's freedom. And until the next time we meet again, this is Mr. Enemy 343 saying, God, anime, mecha, big titty waifu, fucking speed.